Are we going to get him?
Some nonsense. Should we get him on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, good, man.
The wrestling clip we just played, man, it brings a tear to our eye every time we hear it.
Yeah.
And it looks like we got the guy that's in the clip.
Well, finally a fan as big as the fans that we have on the show here.
Yeah, I got to tell this guy personally what I feel.
Dave Wills?
Hold on.
Yeah.
We got him? Oh, this is a big moment for the Opie and Anthony show. Dave, how are you, buddy?
Doing great, man. Opie and Anthony, what a treat, man. How y'all doing?
Are you a fan of the show?
Absolutely.
Where are you from there, Dave?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, as a matter of fact.
Atlanta.
You listen to us on XM?
Don't have XM right now, but I have listened in the past, and thinking about getting XM again.
Run on, man. We got to play that clip. I got to tell you, we were playing some Michael Irvin today because he, went into the Hall of Fame, and he got a little choked up, and it reminds us of your clip. I mean, yours is the big get as far as crying clips go, and I got to tell you, man, it softens our hearts when we hear this thing. And we're going to play for everybody again here, all right?
Sure.
Where did Jimmy go? Here it is. This is Dave Wills, just so everyone knows what we're talking about.
I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. Thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Well, thank you.
Dave, I got to tell you, goosebumps. Every time, goosebumps.
Dave, I got to ask you, what was going on through your head when that happened?
Sure, be happy to talk about that. What it was a fan fest in Spartanburg, South Carolina, back around November 2005. They had a lot of the older wrestlers there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to a fan fest in Charlotte, North Carolina this week, too, the NWA Legends, which is going to be great.
Yeah, who's going to be there? Who's the big get for that one?
They're going to have Midnight Express.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Luger. Going to have a whole bunch of folks.
Uh-huh.
Ole and Arn Anderson, J.J. Dillon's going to be there. A lot of folks.
J.J. Dillon?
Yeah, too mean a name. If I might, like I said, I'm just going as a fan. I had to pay, but it's NWALegends.com if anybody wants to take a look. But it's just going to be a great gathering for sure.
Now, why? How did you get so emotional at that point? Did you know you were going to get that emotional? Where'd that come from?
Okay, I'll continue on. Being that it was the fan fest and a lot of the older wrestlers were there, whenever I first showed up and first got there, I saw Harley Race getting out of a car, and he was really walking real rough and everything. And I'm thinking, good Lord, this man, gave his body for our sacrifice.
For our entertainment, sure.
For the entertainment.
Yeah.
And it was the week of the Fan Fest in November 2005 was also the week when Eddie Guerrero passed away.
Yes.
Very sad day.
And Nick Dinsmore or Eugene or whatever had been sent home from the European trip for, let's just say other things.
Yeah, well, we all know that, yeah.
That was on my mind, and then I got to, because it was, that had me kind of upset, because I'm seeing what happened, and I'm seeing Bobby Eaton not able to get around as fast as he used to, and he was one of the quickest guys in wrestling.
Wow.
Cornette's knees are shot.
So this started working on you then, just seeing these guys.
Started working on me, and then, I'm like, well, I'm going to put out of my head a little bit, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to, enjoy myself. I got to meet Jerry the King Lawler. I got to meet my favorite wrestler, the Barbarian. I got to have some fun. But then they started talking about, well, tell me this, what would you rather have as if you could have one match, your favorite match, what would you like? And Terry Funk mentioned, I'd like to have one more of Eddie Guerrero. And then he started speaking about certain things like, well, every city in America the size of Spartanburg, South Carolina has a crack house. And if you go back and you trace the deaths in wrestling, or you go back and trace the deaths at that crack house in Spartanburg, South Carolina over the last 5 years, you'll find that pro wrestling has had more in the last 5 years than that crack house. And
wow.
With the Benoit tragedy and everything, a lot of this has come to light. Because, that had me a little choked up. that there are so many deaths in wrestling, and it looked like the WWE wasn't, they got their wellness policy, but you can get around that with a prescription. You can go out and, as long as you've got a doctor or a doctor prescribe you testosterone, you're fine. And a lot of stuff like that. But, it seems that, so little was being done about it, and no one really gave a damn about these wrestlers. And I wanted to stand up and at least thank them for what they did.
Sure.
Right.
And you made a moment, huh, there?
Dave? Unfortunately, I guess I got a little too choked up right there. But if nothing else, I can take it. And
of course you can take it. It's now a catchphrase. It's on T-shirts. You have a website dedicated to this, right?
Oh, yeah, it's stillrealtome.com, www.stillrealtome.com.
And how weird is it, Dave, you now have fans? I mean, they're calling in now. We got fellow wrestling fans calling in. They can't believe we're talking to you.
That's very bizarre and everything. Believe me, I'm just a guy. I go to work every day.
What did you mean by it's still real to me?
Well, at that time, I was thinking back to when it wasn't a lot of this sports entertainment, where they weren't doing stupid stuff like blowing up cars with Vince McMahon in it.
Right.
Where it wasn't a lot of the nonsense that you see on the radio, when you didn't see blatant, they had racial xenophobic angles back then, but a lot of the stuff was a little more toned down. It was more believable. It seems that, believability's almost totally gone from wrestling on to UFC.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
But for that moment that I got to meet some of my favorite wrestlers, that I got to speak to some of the favorite wrestlers, that by sheer accident I helped raise the awareness of, the death problem in wrestling and stuff like that.
Sure.
That I was able to assist in doing that. For that day, I was the 7-year-old, the 7th grader buying wrestling books at the Time Saver in Ackworth, Georgia, when I first became a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dave.
At that moment in time, it was still real to me, damn it.
And
wow.
And you shouldn't downplay. We got a lot of people on the lines that want to talk to you about this. They were moved by your clip, and they understand what's going on. We got this guy from Yellowstone, Steve.
Steve?
Let's put him on
from
with
Yellowstone.
Let's put him on with Dave Wills. Steve, how are you, sir?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Steve?
Hi, can you hear me? Is this David?
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? I'm a little bit nervous actually. I'm actually talking to someone who I consider to be a celebrity.
Boy, has the word celebrity been cheapened in the last few years.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm on an iPhone. Surprisingly, the reception is not good.
Indeed. What can I do for you today?
I get laughed at a lot because I'm such a wrestling fan, and people will always tease me and say that it's homoerotic entertainment, but I happen...
Steve, you there?
Yes, I am. I'm just a little bit nervous. I've never been on the radio.
Oh,
all right.
I'm certainly not doing anything behind the scenes.
Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, take it easy.
That's what they told you, Dave. I remember that.
What do you think it is about wrestling that you like so much?
At one time they had storylines like...
Tell that fat pig that wrestling is fake! Ramone! This guy said Greg wants to help with his necktie!
Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you get callers that are...
David should sacrifice his body to a pig roast!
Well, I may not be right.
Prostate cancer should also be real to you!
Sometimes the callers get through the screeners. I'm sorry. Oh, Dave.
I'll tell you what isn't real to David. Sit-ups.
Well, at least somebody's playing.
Wrestling death should be accompanied by a laugh track.
That isn't, Hello? Hello?
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave?